Hello, welcome to this mode, episode 167, week 46. This is Friday Night Smackdown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 231 pounds, Jericho.
Alright, down to the ring comes the #1 contender for Dean Ambrose's Intercontinental Champion. It is Chris Jericho, who of course in 2 days will meet Dean Ambrose in Survivor Series. Things are getting more heated up as we get closer to Survivor Series. We have matches stacked up for you tonight. We are heading into the war zone, as I've said before. We've got some interesting matches lined up for you tonight. Right now, Chris Jericho takes on one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Roman Reigns, as they get set for their unknowing opponents ahead of this Sunday. Right now, Roman Reigns has got to set his focus onto Chris Jericho.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Roman Reigns.
So as Roman Reigns gets ready for this, him and Seth Rollins, as I've said, they do not know their tag team for one last time. Their tag team is unaware for them. They do not know their opponents. Usually when they don't know their opponents, they pull out the win and all things go ahead like they have been before. For Reigns and Rollins, then it should be another easy title defense. But anyway, let's focus on tonight. The last time Jericho went up against a Shield member, it was Seth Rollins, and of course he was unsuccessful. Seth Rollins has been on a recent solo winning streak. And is actually he's in the main event. He's in the corner of Dean Ambrose as he gets set to take on Jake Roberts, and already Roman Reigns sending Jericho careening over the steps. I was going to talk about something, but oh yes, in the main event, you saw one match of Chris Jericho was in action. Actually, he defeated The Miz in a one-on-one match, but of course you never got to see that. So that's annoying. But anyway, Roman Reigns right now, and Jericho's squaring off. Jericho reverses into the corner. He's throwing Reigns out. Reigns skims the cat, hangs on, not for much longer. Dropkick to the outside by Jericho, who goes flying over, but Reigns moves out of the way of the crossbody. Jericho looking to try and keep this match inside the ring. Roman Reigns following in. Irish whip again by Jericho as he snaps back on the head and neck, and a nice kick to the back. Roman Reigns, of course, has always been the strongest guy when it comes to one-on-one matches. He usually struggles and oh my god, what's happened to his arm? What has happened to his okay. Of course, last week on Smackdown, Roman Reigns went through the ring. And this week his arm has separated, apparently. Anyway, yeah, Roman Reigns seems to struggle a lot when it comes to these singles matches. Whereas the other members of the Shield seem to do well. As Jericho just sort of pings off Reigns. Counter there by Jericho as he reverses his way out of it. Tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. Jericho looks to go to the top rope again. Flying elbow into the pin. One. Reigns powers out straight away at one. Oh, stepping into the Guri though straight away. Into the skull. But Reigns reverses his way out of it with a Russian leg sweep. And an elbow to the leg. But a tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker by Jericho again, halting. Roman Reigns, and now the boot in the face. As you can see Jericho taking control. He's locking in the 2012 Walls of Jericho. The Boston Crab stitched in. But Roman Reigns right next to the ropes. Oh boy, Codebreaker. Jericho immediately with a Codebreaker. And oh my word, Roman Reigns kicks out at 2. And holy crap, Roman Reigns with a Samoan drop. And now looks to try and execute second gear. As he flies away on Jericho right now. Oh, Jericho moves out of the way. They attempt to kick to the gut again. Sending Reigns down. And taking the time to show off a bit. I mean, you could regret doing that because you could get a bit too full of yourself and then you make a mistake just like that. Jericho made a mistake and Roman Reigns capitalized on it, and belly to belly by Roman Reigns now. Jericho taking a quick roll outside. He's just heading straight back in though. He was just taking a quick break, grabbing a breath. And Jericho with the reversal. Hurricanrana hooks the leg. 1. Roman Reigns straight out at 1. And Jericho after sending him back down with another tilt-a-whirl neckbreaker. Again, just taunting away. And oh, dropkick to the head. Uh-oh, he's caught again. Samoan drop. Jericho counters out. Oh, I believe Jericho going to be looking for the Codebreaker. Reigns reverses it. The flying clothesline sends down Jericho. Hook of the leg. But Jericho powers out at 1. There's a chop. And Jericho turns him around. Oh, quick roll up on Reigns. 1, 2. Reigns pushes him away. Jericho sending him straight back down. He's really working away on the skull. And Jericho seemingly showing off for a moment. Oh, Roman Reigns was looking to run straight at him and Jericho just stopped him in his tracks. Roman Reigns caught in the headlock, fights out of it. Face first into the ground goes Jericho. He goes for the pin. And he gets a 2 out of it. Jericho, I think, was looking to use that opportunity. Let's just take a quick rest on the floor, and Roman Reigns keeps on running like he's trying to go for the spear, but well, he's not. Jericho again working away on the bodily functions. Oh, the screen having a spasm. Lion salt, hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho with the lion salt puts away Roman Reigns. Jericho started off with control, but control immediately slipped out of his hands. He looked like he could have lost that one, but Roman Reigns defeated. That's a bit of an offset right now, but thankfully with the tag team, each man puts in their workload and it should be okay. Roman Reigns, I think, the strongest singles guy in a tag team. Him and Seth Rollins are none but the best. And they are 200 and I believe, well, it's definitely over 200. I believe it's about 230 by now, I think, or 220 by now. Day Reign as champion certainly proves that. Anyways, Jericho's reception happens behind him. We head into a match. We head into our next match. The next big thing is accompanied by Paul Heyman take on the Young Bucks. Out comes the man who last week lost to CM Punk, allowing him to get a shot at Jake the Snake Roberts. Brock Lesnar, probably not in a good mood right now. I mean, he never is, but probably in an even worse mood right now. Lesnar, after his recent string of losses, as a solo guy goes, nice sign, goes back down to the tag team division with Drew McIntyre, and that's got to be a bit of a slap in the face for Brock Lesnar. You know, he's been trying to prove himself as this beast. He's been trying to prove himself as a man who can't be beaten. But he's been racking in loss after loss recently. He lost to Jake at Hell in a Cell. He lost to Stone Cold, meaning that he couldn't get in the Survivor Series match. He lost to CM Punk last week. Brock really needs to turn around this losing streak, and maybe one match in the tag team division to get it right back where he needs to be.
And his tag team partner, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing 256 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Seems as if the Paul Heyman has forgot to come out with these guys. He probably will in the match for us anyway. But I have actually something I'd like to say about Next Big Things. This isn't just a tag team now. Paul Heyman was talking to me in the back before we went live, and he said this Next Big Things isn't just a tag team. Paul Heyman is riling up the finest talent he can find, both in universe, both in this roster and around in other places such as Japan. And he's been telling me that he has found a select number of guys who he would like to bring interest in, and after Survivor Series we are going to be seeing them debut as Paul Heyman, well not Paul, yeah Paul Heyman guys and members of the Next Big Things. He says this isn't a stable, it's a training ground for the future. And that's what he believes. And of course right now he's got his lead man Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, but anyway, here come their opponents. The Young Bucks coming out of the ring. I mean, these guys haven't always had the best of luck. They've kind of struggled to pick up wins, and I think I gotta know, it's probably the weight that lets them down. They're not exactly the most threatening kind of guys, and they certainly don't have the weight to be threatening. But anyway, they got Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre to worry about, so let's get into this match. Alright, there's Paul Heyman. Now he's finally here, so my question is, I wonder who Heyman has brought in as these new guys. I mean, oh, what the fuck? Okay. It'll be interesting to see because, you know, it's been just Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre now for a significant number of months, and some fresh faces in the Next Big Things would be interesting. It would be, what the fuck are you doing, Drew? It'd be interesting to see who Heyman has brought in as the new future of Smackdown, and I'm willing to see who he's got up his sleeve for us, who he's invested in. But I guess we'll have to we're gonna have to of course find out next week, as I imagine one or two of the guys may be making their debut or showing up as Paul Heyman guys. Not too sure, but anyway, right now we got this tag match to focus on. I believe that one's, I think that one's Nick. I think Nick is that one, and Matt is the dark-haired one. It's the other way around, actually. Yeah, this one's Matt. Pretty sure this one's Matt. Jackson is in the, no, I think this one's Matt Jackson. But don't quote me on that. I think it's Matt Jackson. God damn it. Anyway, Brock Lesnar with the back suplex. Right now in control, but Jackson turns it around. I believe, I'm going to say that was Nick. Nick Jackson turns this around, and there was a nice heel kick to the face, but Brock, with his power, just reversing out of it. And now, as we get a shot of Matt Jackson's thong, we see just punches wailing away. Brock's got him up. Oh, but a reversal by Nick. And he hits. They fall on your face thing, and he slammed him. Big God. Matt Jackson in now. And getting a little punch, a little dig in the face. In the corner now. Tag made. In comes Drew. And Drew goes flying for an O-Cell. And chops away at the leg of Matt Jackson. Good tactic there, because of course the Young Bucks are going to use their speed and their indie kicks to their advantage. Right now, Drew is doing a good job trying to keep him down. And a knee to the back of the skull there. And another one for good measure. Uh-oh, crashing into the corner. Goes Matt Jackson right now. Drew McIntyre really working away on the skull. Of course, he would be for the future sharp DDT of his. Paul Heyman's been providing a lot of support for these guys. I mean, of course, at Hell in a Cell, they were both unable to capture the Intercontinental and World Heavyweight Championships, but as a tag team, they work extremely well together. Matt Jackson pulls out the reversal, brings himself back in the ring, but Drew McIntyre playing possum. Reverses his way out of it. Matt Jackson does exactly the same. And there's a reversal again by Drew McIntyre. Look at this, doing a quick job, working away on the leg, keeping down Matt Jackson to prevent him prevent him using the speed to run circles around Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar, but a nice leaping uppercut, spinning uppercut. And Matt and Drew McIntyre, Irish whip, and oh my word, is he sort of, I don't know, Drew McIntyre seems to have shown up drunk. Paul Heyman getting on the side of the Young Bucks. Oh my god! Paul Heyman throws Matt Jackson back in the ring. Kick to the gut. And he wheels with a wheelbarrow in to Matt Jackson, who tumbles outside of the ring again. Drew McIntyre is really bringing some some pain. Crashing to the outside is going to cause pain, and Brock Lesnar saving Drew McIntyre and bringing him back in the ring. But Jackson reverses. Headlock. Rake of the skull. Yeah, nice quick combo there. And in the second rope now, he's doing the run. Off of the ropes. Oh, Bronco Buster. It seems like Drew just no-sells it. Irish whip. Oh my god, I think he collided into Paul. Oh no, this isn't good. Oh, sunset flip powerbomb on the outside. Drew needs to make the tag in. Paul Heyman's like, no. Paul Heyman trying to make sure his clients are safe. Kick to the gut. Drags him in again. McIntyre's doing a bit of the work right now, and Nick Jackson getting worked over despite not being the legal man. A German suplex by Drew, who hits the Sister Abigail. Where he's not done there. Tag to Brock. Brock is, of course, not the nicest of moods. Oh no, he's got up Matt. Oh, F5. F5 connects. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Good night, Matt Jackson. Brock Lesnar with a successful win. And the next, well, not just Brock Lesnar anyway, but the next big things with the successful win tonight. Anyway, with that out of the way now, as we get ready for Paul Heyman's new clients to debut next week, we head into our next contest as Triple H takes on Stone Cold Steve Austin in the last of the Phenomenal One versus the Flop, usually Bob. One-on-one matches. And yeah, that's up next. Here's this one. Here's Triple H, member of the Phenomenal Ones, ahead of this Sunday as he takes on member of the Flock, Stone Steve Austin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 244 pounds, Triple H.
So Triple H, of course, will be looking to pick up the win, obviously, as part of Phenomenal One, not just for a world title shot. When you think about it, Triple H was given the world title shot after defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin with, of course, interference from Roman Reigns. But he never got his one-on-one title match. He was forced into a triple threat match. He never got his chance to go one-on-one with the champion and possibly walk out with the belt. If he is to do that, if he is to pick up the win on Sunday, then of course his team will be getting the title shot and Triple H will be getting his one-on-one opportunity. And either CM Punk or Jake Roberts. Right now he's going to focus on Stone Cold Steve Austin. So let's see how that goes. That's all I gotta say. Bow down again.
Approaching the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It's Stone Cold! Stone Cold! No, anyway, Austin comes down to the ring. He would like nothing more than to get one last opportunity at the world title and maybe even one last opportunity at CM Punk. Punk is to walk out, you know. Austin has had the iconic... Alright, well, that went odd. As I was talking about Austin, it decided to... Well, my Elgato decided to crash on me. So... Like I was saying before I crashed, Austin would like nothing more than to get his hands one more time on CM Punk and the Shield. Of course, he had that iconic rivalry with them, where he came out the loser, and just one more time Austin would like to get that chance and come out as a loser again, but he'd like that one more chance against CM Punk. But, you know, even if he is to do that, I highly doubt him picking up the win, because we've seen Punk prove that he is the better man before, and there's just no way around it. You know, Punk has proven himself to be the best man in this universe. You know, he's beaten men who said that, you know, he's beaten the men that have said that they can't beat him. You know, he got cashed in on, alright, but he came back from it. He fought back. He didn't cheat to get his way into the number one contendership. He didn't cheat to become the number one contender. He did it legitly. He got his hands on Jake Roberts in Survivor Series, and mark my words, he's going to become a 3-time world champion and take on one of these two men next month at TLC. We'll just have to find out who the winning team is. Of course, we're going to find that out on Sunday. Sunday. I mean, right now, we've got this match to focus on. Punk is on next. He's going up against The Rock. Right now, these two men fight back and forth, and Austin with another reversal and stomping away. And Triple H reverses out of it into the corner, and a nice running clothesline. Punch down there. Triple H looking to try and retake control. He's attempting some quick strikes. There's a collision between the two. Austin looked the one who was a little bit more dazed, and now... Oh, great catch there by Triple H, just as Austin was looking for that final clubbing blow. Triple H was looking like he was about to hit that groggy state, but reversed his way out of it, just like he reversed his way out of that DDT. Reversed by Austin. Reversed by Triple H. Both these men reversing back and forth right now. Either man's game. Kick to the gut. Rolls out of the way. Wrenching on the arm. Knee to the gut by Austin, though, as he reverses his way out of it. Triple H with the lovely knee face buster. Austin ducks under it, though, and a bulldog. His elbow to the back of the head. He turns around Triple H, but Triple H with a reversal. And a knee to the skull. Down on the floor goes Stone Cold. But Stone Cold with a reversal. And the Luther's press. Triple H could be in trouble. And look at this. Stone Cold Stunner. Triple H might be out of this. Austin hooks the leg. There's 2. That is it. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Triple H as the flock head in 2-1 up at Survivor Series. Raven, of course, defeating Macho Man. Styles here to pick up a win, defeating Michael Elgin. There we go. Right now, you know, he's looking the advantage of the flock. We'll find out who truly is going to get the win on Sunday as Austin defeats Triple H. Anyway, we head into our next contest. We were talking about CM Punk. Just said he's in action now, and he is taking on The Rock. Let's get into it. Here he comes. 2 days away from his next shot at the title, and 2 days away from becoming a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. It is CM Punk. Punk has worked tooth and nail with the Shield. He has made them who they are today. And in 2 days, we saw the Shield, of course, in control. After No Way Out, heading into SummerSlam, they own everything. And in 2 days, I can guarantee you, we'll be back to that. The Shield will be back in control, and this man will lead the fray of the Shield. Right now, he's got The Rock to worry about. He lost to Triple H 2 weeks ago, resulting in him being caught in a couple of phenomenal ones. Anyway, here we are. CM Punk ready for this contest. So, here we go.
And approaching the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing 260 pounds,
The Rock. This man has seen Punk engaged in some battles over the past. Right now, CM Punk is on so much of a roll that I don't think you can stop CM Punk. So, The Rock, just as a word of warning, prepared to lose to CM Punk. Just like Jake Roberts has to repair in 2 days when he falls to CM Punk. CM Punk takes a 3rd world title. Anyway, right now, Punk and Rock. Let's get to it. Alright. Punk and Rock square off. Both these men now. I don't know what I was going to say there. Quick start by both men. Back and forth attacks. Rock, they're both going into the corner a fair amount, and Rock with a clothesline. Sending down Punk. Punk catches him though. Step of Enziguri. But Rock catches him and twists his leg down. Picking him up now. Punk with a counter. In the corner. Misses the knee. But another step of Enziguri by Punk. And Punk is feeling very confident tonight. He's feeling very charismatic as he puts Rock up on the top rope. Already looking to bring in a big power move. Superplex. Down goes The Rock, who no-sells it. In the corner he goes again. Punk picks him up again, and is he looking for another one? No, top rope Hurricanrana. Punk really looking to bring out some. Lovely maneuver there by Punk, only the most exquisite of maneuvers. Step up Enziguri though.
And you'll find some interesting articles in there about all the superstars here in the WWE.
Elbow to the skull. Punk gonna fly off the ropes. Splashes him down. Punk leaping over. Flying over. Rock moves out of the way of the elbow. but gets caught with a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Punk really bringing out a high-flying game. Moonsault sends down The Rock. The Rock reverses his way out of it. Punch to the face reversal by Rock. Punk ducks under. Punch to the gut. Drop toe hold. I know. Oh, look at this. Punk bringing out his versatile kicks into some offense. Using them to his advantage, but Rock reverses again. And hits his own tilt-a-whirl DDT. And oh, Samoan drop by The Rock, and Punk rolls out of the way in the corner. Goes Rock, and look at this, hung up in the tree of woe now. Kicks to the side. For some reason, Punk is dazed at a missile drop kick. What? Smackdown is one weird place when he wants to be. Elbow by The Rock. Picking up Punk. Punk catches the leg, misses a step up Enziguri. Alright, we just get a flail. Punk catches him, step up Enziguri. Up the top rope again goes Punk. Oh my word, caught. We go for the crossbody. Backbreaker by The Rock. And now just stomping away on the chest. Punk has to look to try and turn this around because, well, he doesn't want to take too much damage heading into his match against Jake, and he's going to want to hope that Dean Ambrose does his best job of bringing pain towards Jake. So Jake is not at 100% when it comes to Survivor Series. I mean, Punk wouldn't mind taking him on when he is 100% just to prove that he is the better man. As his neck gets smacked right into Rock's knee there, and Rock again moves out of the way of that and hits another tilt-a-whirl DDT. Picks him up. The Spinebuster! Punk is in serious trouble. He started off in control, but now it's just gone downhill. He still manages to get out of that at 1. That just makes no sense anyway, but Rock bottom! Oh, watching a replay of that. Rock hooks the leg. 1. As Punk kicks out with no problem at all. Punch to the face. Punk goes out of the way. Kick to the gut. Puts him in the corner. Knee to the face. And a bulldog. Rock in serious trouble, but Punk not done yet. A quick knee to the skull. Just to make sure he's inflicted enough pain on it so he can set up for this move. Here we go. Hoists him up. This is what is ahead of Jake at Survivor Series. Go to sleep connects. Hook of the leg. What? Well, no hook of the leg. Into the pin anyway. And that does that. CM Punk defeats The Rock. And heads in full of confidence towards Jake in 2 days. The problem with Punk and Rock, I mean, there's a little bit of a problem, but there's nothing that he can turn around. Punk wins. So he gets ready for Survivor Series right now. We've got our main event on our hands. Jake Roberts takes on Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins going to be in the corner of Dean. We get another champion versus champion match as Survivor Series draws near. Here he comes for what I believe to be the final time as World Heavyweight Champion, Jake Roberts.
Making his way to the ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing 249 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake Roberts has been the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion, but in 2 nights that all comes to an end. CM Punk takes it from him. One last match for Jake as world champion against the Intercontinental champion Dean Ambrose. As he crotches us in the face. Lovely. Dean Ambrose saw his opponent, Survivor Series Chris Jericho, pick up the win earlier tonight. Can he do the same and head into Survivor Series with a full head of steam? Dean Ambrose heading into the ring. Well, heading into the ring, but anyway, around it, circling it. As we look ahead of this confrontation between these two men. Look ahead between this match between these two men. The numbers game, of course, going to be on the Shield side. It's not going to be Seth Rollins. It's not a handicap match. But Seth Rollins is going to be in the corner of Dean, providing him support. Jake Roberts. Anyway, here we go. Oh. Shadow's in the middle of having a drink. Right. Our main event is in front of us. Jake Roberts and Dean Ambrose square off. And right now these men go... I don't know, these men defending their championships in 2 days of Survivor Series. Right now the Shield in confrontation is 1-for-1. But of course Roman Reigns losing and CM Punk picking up the win. And Dean Ambrose is just taking Jake Corn to the corner right now and just beating away on him. Jake Roberts ducks under. And another elbow to the skull by Jake. He is not getting off to as much as a fresh start as Ambrose has. Ambrose has certainly got out of the starting gates in a much quicker method as Jake tries to grab the ref. And anyway, atomic drop on Dean Ambrose. Ambrose though just throws him away, but a quick backdrop by Jake Roberts, and he gets reversed. And look at this. Dirty maneuver, raking the eye. Well, it's not really dirty, I mean, pretty much has no problem whenever they seem to do. Anyway, Dean Ambrose is getting worked over right now by Jake. He's going to have to look to turn around the offense. Jake Roberts, though, sends him careening to the outside. As Dean makes his way straight back in the ring and reverses his way out of that attempted Irish whip. But Jake moves out of the way of the forearm and hits a back suplex. And now look at this knee right in the back of the skull. As Dean's face collided with the mat, we got another backdrop. Dean Ambrose though with the reversal, rake of the eye, and a tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. And now choking away on Roberts. We see pretty much everyone do this, so it's not like that's a problem as Jake takes a quick breather on the outside. Ambrose seeming to do the same right now. Head back in. Oh, look at that. Moves out of the way but walks into another backdrop. Dean though pulling out another reversal. Oh, look at that nice combo, but Dean gets reversed again, and Jake now with a choke out of his own on Ambrose. Look at this. Oh, a single leg flapjack. Down on the skull, and Ambrose in trouble. Short arm clothesline. As into the pin goes Jake with Seth Rollins, causing a distraction. Allowing Dean to make sure that he kicks out of that. Quick rake of the eye. As Dean Ambrose careens off the corner. Jake Roberts was looking for the DDT, but Ambrose is having none of it. Reversed his way out of it. And he works over the arm, brother. Uh-oh. I know what's coming up. In the corner. Knee trembler. Drilling Jake in the side of the head. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh my word! Dean Ambrose! Out of nowhere just defeated the world champion!
He picks up another impressive
Dean Ambrose with the victory! And what the hell is currently going on? That's Edge. We're just, oh, okay. That never happened. And look at this, Edge embracing with Dean Ambrose in a hug. But Dean Ambrose just shocking everyone and just beat a chick the Snake. I mean, I have full confidence in the Shield, but I felt as if Jake would have headed into Survivor Series with a full head of steam, but it seems not. He suffers a loss to Dean Ambrose. Anyway, that was an odd one. Just to let you guys know, there's going to be no main event tomorrow. We're not going to do one because I can't think of anything. Before Survivor Series, plus Survivor Series is, I believe, an 11 match card. So there you go. Anyway, I'll see you in 2 days for Survivor Series. And yeah, until then, enjoy yourself. And as always, Sarah.